What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be working on the Scatpack right behind us here. What I'm going to be doing is installing a diffuser on the vehicle. Now, a lot of you guys have been requesting more videos on the Scatpack, so in today's video, we're going to go ahead and do that, install that diffuser, and we're going to overall just make this vehicle look a little bit more aggressive. So right in front of us, we have the stock diffuser on the Scatpack, and as you can tell, it looks pretty basic. It almost looks like a Nissan Altima rear end or something. So what I'm going to do today is get rid of that stock design there and get something a little bit more aggressive. So right in front of me, I have a aftermarket diffuser that I got on Amazon. So if you guys are interested in getting the same diffuser that I have, make sure to click the video description and click on the link so that you guys can also purchase one. This is polyurethane, so it is gonna hold up good to any rocks, and it's just overall gonna be a better construction compared to fiberglass, in my opinion. And you guys can tell right off the bat there is some huge fins on here. This is just gonna overall transform the way the vehicle looks from the rear, and it's gonna give it a more aggressive look to it. Like I said, this is polyurethane, and I do like the fact that it is somewhat flexible. That means it's not gonna break if something hits it. Now, the benefits to this diffuser is that it does have little cutouts of where you need to make holes so that it fits like the OEM diffuser. So we're gonna go ahead and drill those little holes on the bottom of the diffuser so that we can put it back on just like if it was stock. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the stock one and show you guys how that's done. Pretty simple and straightforward. I have some tools here that I'm gonna use. You can use a ratchet. I have a electric ratchet to make it a little bit faster for me, and you're gonna need a drill and some drill bits. You can use a step drill as well, and then you're also gonna need a 7mm socket to remove some fasteners that hold the stock diffuser on. And you're also going to need a flathead or a tool like the one that I have here that's going to help you remove some plastic clips. In front of us, we have one of the clips here on the left hand side. You're going to use your plastic pry tool to remove this guy out of the way, and then you're also going to remove several 7mm fasteners that hold the diffuser on as well. But first, let's get this guy out of the way. For some reason, this clip is not coming out. It shouldn't be this difficult to remove, but it is like stuck on there. But that's how it looks when you remove it. You just gotta have to separate this so that this can kind of shrink and push out. Next, what we're going to do is remove 4 of these 7mm fasteners that hold the rear diffuser on. I'm going to use a electric ratchet, but again, you can use a regular ratchet. This is just going to make things a lot easier for me. You're also going to have one more plastic clip on the end that you want to go ahead and remove and set off to the side. At this point, you're pretty much ready to remove your rear diffuser. What you have to do is pry off from the bumper, and it'll start kind of pulling away. And then this is going to be on there pretty tight. So you're going to give it a nice little tug, and this guy should be free. And as you can tell, that was pretty straightforward. The rear diffuser is clipped on to these little clips in there. It's kind of hard to see, but all you're doing is pretty much prying off the rear diffuser, and these little clips right here kind of just slide off. Now, your replacement diffuser should have the same clips that kind of will secure onto the rear bumper, as you can tell right there. So Also, you want to keep in mind that you are gonna have to enlarge the side holes right here on your aftermarket diffuser so that your plastic clip can go through it and secure onto the bumper. Now the center holes, you are gonna have to make a little bit bigger, but not this big. You don't have to make them this big. You just gotta make them big enough for the fastener to kind of go through. And then the same thing on the end, you want to make them bigger, just like this hole right here. Obviously the OEM diffuser has no styling to it, and the aftermarket diffuser will look 10 times better on the vehicle once we're done. So what we need to do is drill out this hole right here. I'm using a 3/8 drill bit that is pretty close to the size of the stock hole on the diffuser. So I am gonna make a hole right here, and I'm gonna make another hole on the other side. The reason we're doing this is so we can clip our plastic clip through here and secure the corners. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that here now. Now that we have our holes drilled out, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the vehicle. I am not gonna drill out the bottom holes because I want to make sure that when this sits on there, that those holes line up with the holes on the diffuser. So I don't want to make double the hole, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on there, and then once it's on there, I'm gonna go ahead and drill out the bottom holes by installing the hardware back on. The rear diffuser is on, and I haven't even put any of the hardware on the rear diffuser, but it does fit on there better than OEM in my opinion. What I'm gonna do now is install my 2 plastic clips on each side, and then after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and install the 4 7mm fasteners and secure the rear diffuser. Now that we have the 2 plastic clips in, I'm gonna go ahead and drill out this little hole right here. I did kind of test fit everything here, and it seems like this hole is a little bit pushed back, and if I do make a hole exactly where that little dimple is, it's not gonna fit directly on to the bracket right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill the hole a little bit lower, right about there, and then when I put that on there, it should line up perfectly. And that's going to be the same thing for every hole that I'm going to drill out. And I'm not going to use a drill bit for this step. I'm just going to go ahead and use my ratchet and make the hole with the screw right here. This will actually make the hole because, as you can see, it has a very pointy end, and with that it will make its own hole. And there you guys have it. That was pretty straightforward. The only issue that you might run into is drilling the 4 fasteners in the middle, because some of them might not line up perfectly, but it's something you can get around easily. In my opinion, this looks freaking amazing, and it's pretty cheap and affordable to do, and it looks 10 times better than the stock diffuser. As far as the way it fits, I'll let you guys be the judge of that, but my 2 cents are that it fits perfectly. There's no gaps or anything weird going on, and overall I'm pretty satisfied. This is pretty much going to wrap up the end of this video. If you guys did find it entertaining and useful, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more Scatpack videos, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.